All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into today's edition of In the Game. I am your host, 𝗪𝗧𝗧, and as always, we're going to be diving into the markets, and it's quite boring out there at this moment in time, but there are always opportunities and new projects on the horizon. I'm going to talk about a couple of projects in this exact episode that I'm bullish on, that I think are getting pretty cheap and are having great developments. And last but not least, some unique opportunities to still receive an airdrop for one of the hottest projects underneath the Arbitrum network. We're going to go over all of this and more in this edition. Let's go ahead and get in the game. All right, let's go ahead and dive into it, guys. Like the video down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new to Crypto Banter. We have stuff on gaming, fundamentals, charting, DeFi, AI, everything underneath the entire crypto sector you can find here on Crypto Banter. So like the video, hit the subscribe button, and a quick shout out to our sponsors here on Banter as well on In the Game. We have Bybit, one of the leading exchanges in the entire crypto space for your trading needs. And then if you are looking for an exchange here in the US that you can use, you can go ahead and hit the link down below for 𝗕𝗫𝗀, as well as you will be able to actually trade there with all the KYC stuff going on across the space. As well, NordVPN, one of the top VPNs in the entire space. I always recommend to stay safe when you're navigating the space. Never disclose your IP address. Use a VPN down below. And last but not least, our newest sponsor here on the show, and that is SophiaVerse. So SophiaVerse is aiming to decentralize the future of AI and gaming, and they're doing some really cool stuff. They have their own world. They have their own tech stack. Their token is on the way, as well, as you see here, with their open marketplaces for art, code, subscription models for in-app advertising, data, character upgrades. It's really, they're aiming to revolutionize the gaming space with AI. So I think that this is really an impressive upcoming project. And as we see here, they're developed by David Hanson and Ben Gortzel in partnership between Hanson Robotics and SingularityNet, which is already one of the top projects in the AI space. So I think that this is definitely something to take a look for, and it's really exciting. We'll go over this more over the course of the time that they sponsor the show. And I mean, really exciting project, and it's really awesome to see the AI and gaming space really colliding here. So shout out to our newest sponsor, SophiaVerse. Let's go ahead and dive into it. And you know, AI, gaming, we have massive fundraising coming into gaming. So as we see here, it was last week, but we had some shows that were dedicated to other topics over the last couple of shows here on In the Game. We see FutureVerse here. You know, they have Fluff World underneath their ecosystem. They have a lot of different projects that they're building up. They're incredibly excited to announce that they have closed their $54 million Series A round. This is that is an impressive figure in this market, led by 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕 Fund, with participation from Ripple to scale our AI and metaverse technologies. And then we see here D-Labs Games getting a 4.7 million seed raise led by Hash, and they also have Planetarium, Merit Circle, Polygon, and Spartan involved in this round. And I really agree with what Rich says here. He says, we've passed the bottom for Web3 gaming. Mark my words, over the next year, there will be lots of amazing releases, fun games, and great tools coming out. I'm stoked 2024 and 2025. And I do tend to agree with him. We could definitely see lower prices across the board, and we'll get into my market sentiment here shortly. But, you know, at this moment in time, Web3 gaming's gotten the gist of all the FUD. They've gotten the ridicule, and I think it is up from here as far as quality of products. And then when the market does come back around and it comes to an alt season eventually during the next bull cycle, I think that gaming is going to lead that charge, where you're going to find the easiest 10, 20, 50, even 100Xs in the market. So I'm really excited for the stuff that's developing in the gaming space right now, but more importantly, some of the opportunities in the gaming space at this moment in time. So Polygon, it looks like it's going to slip back under that 70-cent range. And unfortunately, it does make sense. It got a big time dump after the Robinhood delisting and being called a security. It got a big time pump after XRP got listed not a security. And now it's kind of just taking a little bit of a hit as that liquidity's gone down, not as much attention into altcoins after the XRP listing. And I think this is market wide. I think we will see a bit of a cool down across alts. And maybe, you know, I don't want to say that Bitcoin dominance is going to continue to rise, but I do think that altcoins, the liquidity is just not there unless your project has these major developments, major updates. We were able to isolate 𝗬𝗏𝗎𝗍𝗔 Games, which is still up 202% over the 1 month time. So we gave this call specifically on a show here on Banter and told you guys this one was about to explode. And that's exactly what it did. But unfortunately, these opportunities are a dime a dozen. And in the crypto space, they're 1 in a million or 1 in 1,000 projects will do this in a bear market, right? So you really have to pick your horses well. And I think Polygon is a good long-term accumulation regardless. I think, you know, whenever they see the games like 𝗦𝗶𝗄𝗎𝗓, so AMGI Studios is coming now exclusively to Polygon. And I think this is a big step for 𝗦𝗶𝗄𝗎𝗓. And then once again, for the Polygon ecosystem, you know, they have games like Dead Drop. They have games now like 𝗦𝗶𝗄𝗎𝗓, which are building with Polygon. It gives that conviction on the gaming side. We all know the business side is very strong with Polygon as well. And we isolated 𝗦𝗶𝗄𝗎𝗓 here on the tier list that we did last week. If you didn't check this out, check it out after this video, where we ranked crypto games from best to worst. And 𝗦𝗶𝗄𝗎𝗓 landed in that top tier. So it's awesome to see them building with Polygon. And I think that it is a good accumulation long term. My only issue with the markets at this moment in time is I think we will see a bit of a cool off because of the aggressive pump, the aggressive nature of that liquidity off of the XRP. I do think that right now at this moment in time, we will see a cool down in these markets. So be careful. Don't go aping into, you know, left and right altcoins at this moment in time. And honestly, we'll go over in just a second why always buying new token launches doesn't always equal profits. Like, you're not that early as you think you are. So we'll go over that here in just a second. A couple other key updates before we get into the core alpha behind this show and how you can simply put your USDT or USDC or some of your new tokens that you have in your wallet to work and receive a pretty hyped airdrop, which is going to be about 10 days from now. So you'll definitely want to stick around for that. Ronin Network. I think Ronin Network is making a comeback here. And if you take a look at the week chart, there was this huge spike and there was lots of liquidity that came in through the door as it's gone from 70 cents up to 73 cents. And it was a larger move I had seen on the charts earlier, but Ronin got one of the bigger NFT projects now building with Ronin Network. So 𝗓𝗏𝗀, the new CyberKongz launch, they are going to be building with the Ronin Network. I think this is going to have some sort of a gaming spin to it. So it's really cool to see 𝗪𝗀𝗄𝗏 Infinity's blockchain, Ronin by 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏, now getting a little more adoption. They have the Machines Arena. They now have 𝗓𝗏𝗀 from CyberKongz. They obviously have the most popular Web3 game at the moment with 𝗪𝗀𝗄𝗏 Infinity. So keep your eyes on Ronin. I think that once again, after this announcement hype, and if it takes another dip, this could be one to add to your bags for that long-term portfolio and that long-term adoption for the gaming space. The more that this space does continue to grow. This is probably the biggest name project that has built with 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪's blockchain to this point. So it's definitely something to keep your eyes on. Now, let's get into the core alpha on the show here. And the core alpha today that we're going to talk about is a project that we have been isolating for months at this point. I remember we gave you guys the SpartaDex NFT mint. We called this, we were one of the first people on YouTube, Twitter in general to call this. And it was a 0.06 mint. Now that it's about 2.5 to 3x above mint price. And that's a way to get in the door for the airdrop. So they are doing an airdrop for their upcoming Sparta token. So the Sparta token will launch, I believe, at the very beginning of August, so about 10 days from now. And if you hold the Spartan NFTs, you will receive an airdrop amount of Sparta tokens. But that's not the only way. So let's just say, theoretically speaking, you don't want to, I'll go look at the floor price here. You don't want to put $282 into an NFT at this moment in time. Understand, right? It makes sense. The way that NFTs are in this market, I understand, you know, one project, once again, out of 1,000 is legitimate in the NFT space. So it is really hard to choose from. So if you don't want to put money into an NFT, all power to you. I do understand that. So that's one way you can get your hands on this airdrop for SpartaDex, which is basically like the DeFi kingdoms of Arbitrum, but they also have a launch pad built in. The launch pad just recently incubated GameSwift, which I'm really bullish on long term. And we'll talk about that here in just a second. What I alluded to beforehand about how new token launches can be pretty volatile. So definitely stay tuned for that. But I want to go over the second way you can get this airdrop. So for me, I went ahead and I'm participating with the NFTs. I have multiple NFTs across multiple different wallets. So I'm ready to go. I'm going to get that Sparta airdrop just for holding my NFTs. But in case, I hate doing this and I hate interrupting the flow. This is not pre-recorded. I hate when people say that in the sidebar. So I have to shut that down immediately. And guys, we'll answer questions at the end of the show. If you want me to, you know, talk about your favorite altcoins and stuff, we'll do that at the end of the show. But no, this is not pre-recorded. We are live in action right now. So, you know, put that notion to bed. Let's go ahead and dive into the second way you can get that SpartaDex airdrop, and that's through the lock drop. For all of you DeFi heads out there, you are very familiar already with LP pools, liquidity pools. So let's just say putting your USDT and your USDC together, pairing them in a liquidity pool and actually staking them for APR, right? Well, for SpartaDex, which is upcoming, they are doing their lock drop at this moment in time. There are 3 phases, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So SpartaDex launches on August the 3rd. And leading up to then, you can actually go ahead and lock up some of these liquidity pools. So if you go down here, and I did an example lock, so I'll show you guys kind of, I'll go ahead and show you guys exactly what you could expect if you are participating, you know, per your dollar. So I put an example amount on this wallet that I can show you guys. But as you see here, you can actually go in and stake your ETH USDC, ETH Arbitrum, USDT USDC, wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped ETH, or USDC and GSwift, which they just incubated GSwift. So whenever you take a look at the upside potential here for this token on launch, you can actually play with the initial market cap here and kind of see the different prices. And this is the initial market cap. So this is before all the tokens will be in circulation over time. I want to kind of open your guys' eyes to this. What I went ahead and did on this wallet, just for example purposes, I went ahead and I staked USDT and USDC. So when you put these pairs together, let's say you did GSwift and USDC. I think that's the pair, GSwift, USDC. If you do that, then actually you could suffer impermanent loss. If GSwift goes down, then you're actually going to suffer some potential impermanent loss, which means you'll lose certain coins or you would have more, like it would be imbalanced. So there's impermanent loss when it comes to LPs. I'm not here to give a liquidity pool lesson, but you can look that up online if you're curious what impermanent loss is. But for USDT, USDC, they're pegged 1-to-1. So they both remain at that $1 level. Your LPs are much safer staked with USDC, USDT, pairing them together, and you're actually going to maintain that dollar value, and you most likely will suffer no impermanent loss. So what I did on this wallet here, for an example, I went ahead and just threw $443 just to show you guys exactly how this works. So there's $443 on this liquidity pool. What I did is I locked this up for 52 weeks, as you can see. I locked this for 52 weeks. That's 1 year of time. So that $440 that's a test here, it's gone for a year, right? Well, it's not gone. I'll be able to unstake it in a year, but I will suffer no impermanent loss because that $443 is just USDT, USDC. So it's safe. And yes, I see in the chat box, Justice Watch. Yes, it is safe. The protocol, I believe they've already had successful audits and they're currently going through more. and the team is top tier. I actually have spoken with them behind the scenes just to try to get some alpha on what's to come. And I'm really excited and bullish on what they're building. I would say this is very safe. It's just basically a decentralized exchange with gamified metrics, kind of like DeFi Kingdoms, but it's on the Arbitrum network. My $440 here on this wallet is actually going to qualify me for 651.4 Sparta tokens. So let's go up here. Let's just do a little bit of market cap speculation. So let's just say this launches and it's a $5 million market cap. That's, not much, really not much. Then it's $1.39 would be the estimated Sparta price. So 650 tokens, 1.3 times that. So you would probably receive somewhere between $700 to $800, low $800 if it was to launch at a $5 million market cap. And then obviously the speculation could grow if the market cap is larger. But I think on a realistic basis, you could potentially get an airdrop sent out to you that could either 1-to-1 your money or even more. And I think that that's a really good short-term opportunity here. So if you've been bullish on SpartaDex, and if you've been bullish on the Arbitrum ecosystem, you want a gamified yield type of play to get involved in, and you have a couple $100 that you feel like you can part with for as low as 2 weeks or as high as 52 weeks. So on this example, guys, I did lock my coins for 52 weeks. That way it gave me the highest boost and the highest amount of Sparta tokens for this allocation. So for the $440 that I put in on this wallet, I'm going to get 650 Sparta tokens, and I locked that up for 52 weeks. 52 weeks from now, I can go in and I can take my liquidity back out, but I will have received an airdrop of Sparta tokens that could have potentially doubled that money over time. And I'm not suffering any impermanent loss on those tokens. So what I'm saying here is, if you want an easy way to potentially earn, I don't want to say free money, but airdrops are free money. And it's technically not free because you do have to lock up a little bit of liquidity, but you can do it for as low as 2 weeks and you still get some free tokens for Sparta. And if you do USDT, USDC, it's completely safe on the downside part of it. So I think that this opportunity here on the lock drop for SpartaDex is one of the easiest plays to get involved with right now in this bear market. And you can then do with those airdrop coins how you want to. You can hold on for the long term. You can get involved in more LP pools on the SpartaDex platform and earn some yield on those tokens. Or you can sell them and take profits. There's nothing wrong with any of those routes. And that's exactly what the gamified nature of this presents you, is a little bit of options and freedom to do what you want with that airdrop. So we'll keep you updated on the lock drop as it goes on. But there's already $8 million staked up here. So this is really impressive. 8 million total value locked over the first 24 hours of the lock drop. And this is only growing. So guys, if you want to insert yourself for this airdrop right now on SpartaDex, SpartaDex_IO or SpartaDex.io is their website. So always use official links. I would just recommend to go to their Twitter and find the link here in their bio. And it's SpartaDex_IO. Always be sure to use official links when it comes to connecting your wallets and stuff like that. But I'm extremely bullish on this platform in the long haul. And if you have a couple $100 once again that you can put up and lock up for a couple of weeks or up to a year, even like I did on this example, I think that this is a really easy way to get your foot in the door for a high potential product if you want to hold long term. But at the end of the day, if you want to take profit, it could end up just being free money directly to your pockets for putting some USDT or USDC to the side for just a period of time. And last but not least, guys, I want to talk about the GSwift token. So GameSwift is a platform we were really bullish on. They had their airdrop competition, and I'm really excited for their platform as far as product, delivery, the capabilities of their modular blockchain, the games that are building with GameSwift. There's a lot to be excited about. One thing I do just want to clarify, and I'll answer this really quick because it it does allude to the lock drop that we just talked about. Will the amount of Sparta tokens airdropped go down as more people lock their LPs? Yes, it will. The more diluted it becomes, there will be less allocated towards each individual. That is correct. But with the GSwift token, guys, I do want to, I'm very bullish on the platform long term. In a bull market, this is going to explode. It really will. I think that there's no doubt about that when it comes to the long-term potential of a project like a GameSwift, like a 𝗫𝗫𝗀𝗃 will do well in the bull run. And I say that because the tokenomics are unfortunately really similar. And although I'm a huge fan of this product, I can't say that it's one that I could advise you to just ape into at this moment in time. What's the reason being? Hustle, you like the project. Why wouldn't you invest on day 1 or day 2, day 3 of the launch? And here's why. If you look at the market cap at 4.3 million, yeah, it's a low market cap. It could explode if the market started going upward at this moment in time, because only 3% of the circulating supply is out there. So there's only 3% of these tokens on the market, but that's also the problem. The fully diluted market cap on this is already $116 million. That is, what is that? 25. It's like a 27 times difference from circulating to dilution. And I think that's where you have to be smart, guys. And like I said, despite how big of a fan I am of certain products, there's certain things that I wouldn't advise you to just go ape into at this moment in time. And I think I would wait a bit. This market's not going anywhere. Alt season is not beginning anytime soon. The bull run for gaming tokens is quite a while away. I think you have plenty of time to let this thing get a little more circulating supply out there, and then you can make your investment once the market cap and the diluted kind of squeeze closer together. Because at this market cap and at this fully diluted, I think it's a lot of risk for you to take at this moment in time. Still twice as many circulating as Worldcoin. Yeah, if let's go ahead and get into questions. I think we'll close out with just a couple of questions here, as I do have to run in just a couple minutes. Worldcoin, I would call that clown coin, the one above, where they ask about clown coin. I think that if you're out here getting your retina of your eyeballs scanned for this Worldcoin thing, oh God, I don't know. You need help. For $200, this civilization is ending. Civilization is coming to an end with all these people needing $200, signing their life away with their retina scans. There's so many gaming projects all trying to do the same thing. Some may be successful. And that's why, once again, you have to pick and choose. You definitely don't want to be involved in every single project, just praying that one, goes well. It's very true. 𝗪𝗪's going to make it long term. They have too many successful games. They have a lot of backing. They have good economics in some of their games. They're also, spread out across multiple industries, film, music, gaming, etc. So I do think that they'll make it long term. So Jeans Van Jeaningston, it's not I'm buying these altcoins before they explode, but I am. I'm putting liquidity up for Sparta tokens, and I'm getting ready for the SpartaDex airdrop. So take it how you want to, but I'm locking up liquidity to get a stake in the Sparta token. So actually, I'm going to get free money from this. It's better than that. I'm not even telling you to go buy something. I'm telling you a way you can get free money sent to you in about 10 days. But hey, you can take the alpha how you will. 𝗫𝗫𝗃. Ooh, guys, this is a good example. This is a great example, guys, of a token that, sure, they have a lot of cool stuff. Oh, this is the wrong one. They have a lot of cool stuff going on behind the scenes. And oh gosh, I'm pulling up all the different tokens. Hang on, 𝗫𝗫𝗃. There we go. All right. As you see here, it's kind of a similar issue to me on the fully diluted market cap, 63 million versus $5 million. And if you look at the all chart here, it's not even telling me, 85% down since this thing launched. I don't know. I wouldn't be investing in this anytime soon. I have a node, so I'm getting rewards every single day. And I think that also contributes to the sell pressure. I don't see Myria going up in price anytime soon, unfortunately. What do I think of Solana? Solana will be one of the biggest value buys in the next bull market for anyone who had the balls to buy the lows. And I think it's still at a pretty good value. If you let some of these altcoins bleed a bit, because I think that liquidity is going to cool off, and I think we will see some better prices. 𝗪𝗂𝗋∞, Infinity, it'll never truly die. I don't know that I'm bullish on the token. Great IP, great ecosystem overall, but I don't know about the token, to be honest. I think there's better upside plays out there at this moment in time. What about X? I like the Twitter rebrand. I don't know. I like it. I kind of like it. I think the aesthetic's super cool. I think that it kind of goes well with the dark theme. I always use the dark theme on all my apps. So 𝗕𝗓𝗃 is the gaming token I'm most excited about. I know the token supply is the issue, but still think even with all of them out, it can do well. Yeah, and my thing with 𝗕𝗓𝗃 would be once there are more tokens circulating, I'll be way more bullish on this product, because once again, it's a $12 million market cap, but $176 million fully diluted. So that's my only issue there. I do think it'll do really well in a bull run. And as more of those tokens leak out into the circulating supply, I think that I'll be more prone to being more bullish on it in the short term. 𝗕𝗂 and 𝗪acity. I'm more bullish on 𝗪acity than I am 𝗕𝗂, but I think both products will make it. Altura is the best, man. Absolutely. I mean, Altura, my favorite low cap product. I think it's the easiest 10, 20x plus in the next bull market. I'm accumulating. And yeah, I mean, we talk about it here all the time, but Altura is my favorite low cap coin. Metaverse on BRC20. What metaverse though? 𝗕𝗓𝗃 versus Myria, without a doubt, 𝗕𝗓𝗃. Like I just said, I don't see the Myria price going up anytime soon. It's tough. Like, it's tough, guys. I've had the Myria founders on the stream. I have a node myself, and the price just goes down, 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 you know? And yeah, whenever you get node rewards, what do people do? They sell it to take profits. I think the tokenomics are pretty messed up. It's going to take a long time for that to bounce back. Nakamoto Games. I like Nakamoto Games, especially for the next bull run. Hard to buy Altura. So just have your funds bridged. You can use Synapse Network. Bridge your funds from ETH to BNB chain, and then just use BNB chain to buy Altura. Sand or mana? Neither. Neither. Wilder World is what I would go with. If you're looking to bank on a metaverse, much lower market cap, better product. Pulse chain opinion. I don't use it much. I see on my DBank and stuff like that all the time that I have some new one-of-one clones of different tokens, but they're not really worth a shit. So I don't know. It'll probably do super well in the bull run. Once again, Richard Heart will come out laughing. And I'm seeing the Richard Heart movie next weekend. So Richard Heart's little documentary, The Highest of Stakes. I'm not a big Hexican. I'm not like a big Pulse Chain maxi or anything, but man, I'm so excited to go see this movie. I'll tell you guys how it is after I see it. I see it next Sunday. So Sol is fully diluted, low risk to buy now. Always risky in a bear market for altcoins that low of market cap, but I think Sol is going to bounce back for sure. I think Sol will bounce back for sure. 𝗪𝗏 still good to keep holding. I would look at the Senate token though, because 𝗪𝗏 is a little bit inflationary. The Senate token is the one that is a governance token over the protocol. So I do think both will do well, but also I'm more bullish on Senate. It's a lower market cap and it's the governance token. Remark, I'm bullish on Remark for sure. Gala or Altura? That's a pickle to be in, because one's like a lower risk, but maybe not as high a reward. But Altura, I would go with Altura. Gala maxis can come shoot me down, but I would go with Altura. You have a lot more potential to do like 20, 30, 40 X's with something like Altura, in my opinion, than Gala. I'll be honest. PYR news. So right now, actually, they just bridged their assets over to their new chain. So as you see here, their Elysium blockchain's going live. They have multiple new games coming with the Vulcan Fight League, and the Metascapes platform is going officially live here very soon. So I'm still bullish on PYR, and PYR, WAGMI Games, etc. They all have this massive catalyst coming at the beginning of September. So that's loading up very, very soon, about 4 weeks from now. 𝗪𝗏𝗡, not a big fan. Good product, not in my niche, not in my spectrum. I like to focus on things that I know a ton about and that I'm clued in on and I have alpha on, that I can get information from founders, etc. So yeah, I don't know. 𝗪𝗏𝗡's just not in my stack. Good product though. Why do you like Wilder World more than Mana and Sand? It's just a better product and it's lower market cap. I think it's going to have much more upside in the bull market. And as someone posted above, it's the Grand Theft Auto of the metaverse, genuinely. Their game is just better by far. Link or Sol? Solana for sure. Solana for sure. CTI? Is that a coin? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, and as 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝒑 says, hit the like button down below. We did throw you away here on this show to go lock up some stable coins for as low as 2 weeks. And then you can get your claim of this airdrop coming up for the SpartaDex token, which is the hottest launch on the Arbitrum network. We are bringing you free money opportunities here on In the Game. So smash the like, subscribe for more. I'll be back tomorrow with another show. And as always, play well, my friends.